Welcome to the Love and Luck podcast.
What's happening?
Back with another episode. Before we even get started, let me hit y'all. Y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button right at the door. It don't cost you nothing. That's free. It don't cost you nothing. Hey, there's been a lot of stuff still going on, of course. Still the P. Diddy thing. We got Nicki that been arrested this week, you know what I'm saying? You got Kendrick still doing phenomenal numbers, you know what I'm saying? He the first hip-hop artist. I think he did over 200 million.
Yes, controversy. Controversy sell like a motherfucker.
Man, everybody been, they been
Controversy
banging that.
sells.
They been banging that, you're not like us,
right,
all over the world, baby, you know what I'm saying? Which is a true thing. Not like us, you feel me?
Right.
And yeah, man, as far as this Puff, let's jump into this Puffy thing real quick. They got the Kardashians somehow involved with this Puffy situation that I seen. They were saying that Kim and the mama was going to a lot of the freak-off parties, and from what I hear, they were saying Kris Jenner was supposed to be one of the ladies bringing in some of the ladies into the parties and things like that.
Right.
What the f is this? DLove Stacccs and Luck.
I'm just like, shit, the rabbit hole gets deeper.
But shit, one thing I can tell for sure is that Kris Jenner bitch, that she's a cold hustler. You know what I mean? Ain't no doubt about it. She's a cold hustler, and to the point, it's already been proven she already sold her daughter out for them to make it exactly where they are now. She basically prostituted her daughter out by that Ray J, her and that Ray J thing, and then she leaked the whole thing. And on top of that, she plotted the whole thing as well. So shit, she's a cold gangster.
I was looking at some program, I forgot the brother name, it's a young brother, he got his own platform, he's doing his thing over there. It started out, they were saying that Kim, she done missed out a lot of charges from a long time ago, even working with Brandy. Cause I didn't know she used to work with Brandy. She was Brandy's assistant.
She used to organize all their closets and shit.
And
that's what she was.
They were saying that Brandy used to give her credit cards so she could go do this, that, and the other.
Okay.
And she used to steal some of the money
off
of Brandy's credit card. But everything was noticed because it was overseen by Brandy's new mama, Ray J and Brandy's mama.
So they noticed it.
Yeah, and that was like one of the main reasons that Kim Kardashian and Ray J broke up.
Okay.
So it wasn't about, he didn't break up with her about the sex tape, he broke up with her supposedly behind that, because she was stealing bread.
Right. She don't need to steal no bread now, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know, I'm saying, yeah. Shit, I hear, man, I've been hearing some, they say everybody's saying that they got all this bread. Okay, the net worth is billions of dollars.
Right.
But they say a lot of them, and all the Kardashians is in debt some kind of way. I don't get it, but
yeah, that's a rumor like a motherfucker, because they constantly figuring out different ways to make money. So I don't see how they in debt. They got so much money floating around just off of all the businesses they have. And then, they started this shit. Like all this shit that we see as far as people actually monetizing themselves, they pretty much was the foundation and the basis for all that shit. All this shit we see on social media, and people, that shit truly started with the Kardashians, and they've truly capitalized off of it in a major way. So I don't see how they would be broke, because then their brand.
They ain't broke now. I ain't say they was broke. I said they be in debt to a lot of, because what they do is, you gotta realize millionaires operate different.
Oh, yeah.
They operate off,
right.
They'll probably go get a loan off their houses and
correct.
I'm hearing they all a lot of creditors.
Yeah, that's
40 million, 50 million.
Right,
Cause they gonna get big money. They don't gonna get no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I mean, the more money that you're able to leverage, as far as money is concerned, the more money you're able to make. That's what money is supposed to be used for. It's supposed to be used to actually, be able to move it around, and the people that actually are the true founders of making paper money, that's the system that they pretty much implemented. So if you able to work shit off of that same system, shit, you gonna be a rich motherfucker. Shit, everybody, I mean, pretty much all the millionaires and billionaires, they owe lots and lots of money. Nobody uses their own money. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's
Except
what
for,
they
you
use.
know what I mean,
They
us broke
use
people.
other people's money.
Yeah. You know what I mean? OPM. All day.
All day.
All
yeah.
day.
So, that's another thing that brings to my attention. I'm like, man, they gotta. Why they saying Puffy do it? Because they want to hit him with the trafficking thing and all that shit. And
Right.
I'm like, why would these motherfuckers got too much money to be trying to traffic any motherfucking body?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, that's as far as I see, that's like a key component to taking any man down. You know what I mean? As far as that's concerned, because ultimately, I mean, and not to say that Puffy didn't do the shit that he did, but anytime it comes to that, the first thing they do a lot of times is they dig into what women you been with, how was you intertwined with these women, what was they? That's really like the thing. You feel me? And a lot of it might have been consensual, but the thing is, all the motherfucker gotta do, all the woman gotta do is say basically it wasn't consensual, and then you ass out. We already seen what Puffy did. We seen the video of him putting his hands on a girl and shit. But
Being said,
yeah,
even with the video, okay, he could have been charged criminally for that. You know what I'm saying? He could have got a domestic violence or
At the
whatever.
time, right.
At the time, that's all it would have been, was a domestic violence
For sure, for
charge.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? They would have got some classes or some bullshit.
Right.
But all that time Cassie stayed with that man and she got that $30 million,
right.
nobody didn't want to say, oh, wait a minute, she was a conspiracy in this thing. She knew about this whole motherfucking shit that was going on through the whole, all these freak
Right.
parties.
For sure.
She was a willing participant and she knew of all this shit that was going on in the man's house.
Right.
And she was in that house, remember, for like
sure.
9 to 10 years.
Yeah. Well,
So, you know what I'm saying? It's
For sure,
supposed to be a
for sure.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're doing now, trying to, so she won't get caught up in the
basically,
conspiracy.
She was a counterpart basically
Exactly.
in the shit that was going on. And the thing is, man, I think when it boils down to all that shit, I think as a man, there is a double standard, man, when it comes to that. I think that most of the liability is always put on the man when it comes to that. For the simple fact is, it's like, you know what I mean? They always try to say like basically the man was involved in the coercion part of the whole situation, and he coerced all these other women to do these things. And we got to realize that people want things. People do things out of whatever is concerning their heart and whatever they want. So being that she stayed around Puffy and did certain things because she wanted that. And then on top of that, she probably wanted to bust a nut like he did it as well.
Man,
but
that's all
we live in a
it is.
society to where it's like, okay, it always goes back to the man. And it's like, you know, we living in more of a matriarchal type of society now, or things are leaning more towards a matriarchal society, but at the same time, men still have to take full responsibility for the actions that's taken. You know what I mean, nowadays.
And this is why where the Kardashians came into play, because they said Chris brought some of the girls there. They saying Kim was orchestrating some of the stuff going on there. They say she was the one helping Puff pay out some of the money to some of these girls.
Right.
That tripped me out right there. And also, they said Chris, I think they was even participants, which I believe, they was
Right.
participants in the freak-offs.
Right. Yeah, man, I wouldn't put, hey, once I heard that thing about how Chris did the whole situation with her daughter and how she sold her daughter out,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I wouldn't put nothing past her. I know that she had a goal and she was determined to get to the goal that she wanted to get to. And I know that a lot of times when people are trying to get to where they're trying to get to, a lot of times they may feel like they have to cross some lines. But selling your own child out for your means or your purpose of where you're trying to get, you know what I mean? Kim was young, you know what I mean? She had a nice little body. I don't know why the fuck she started fucking with herself and shit. That's crazy, motherfucker. But anyway.
So that money worked. For one thing I can say about Kim, and her booty look kind of
Kim
funny.
Ben had booty. She had ass before she got all them
I'm
surgeries.
talking
That's what
about-
I'm saying.
So now she put too much on it.
Oh, man.
But I think now it's kind of back right. But
Nah,
what's her
that
name?
shit-
The
that
young
shit
one?
warped.
The young one?
Yeah.
What's her name? Kylie? her money did work for her. That the way she look now, she looks gorgeous.
For
She's
sure.
very gorgeous,
That's
man.
cold. Nigga couldn't go ahead and buy.
She's very gorgeous now.
Right, for sure. Hey, so all
That last look wasn't hidden.
Yeah,
but
for
that
sure.
new look is hidden.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah,
got
yeah,
thicker lips,
Oh,
because
yeah,
she
all
had them
that, all
thin
that,
ass
all that.
lips.
Yeah.
She had that more that Bruce Jenner look
Right,
type
right,
shit.
for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? But now she look like a Kardashian.
Hey, but the thing is, I would say that the older sister of the two that was by Bruce, I would say old girl, what's her name?
Kendall.
Kendall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Her look worked for me, man. You know what I mean? Her little
Yeah,
skinny
she's-
ass,
she's
little
beautiful
model
too.
type
She's-
look, man.
she's
That shit.
beautiful too, yeah.
Yeah, that shit sexy in the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
You like her straight up and down on 6 o'clock, huh?
I mean, shit. I believe that women come in all shapes, forms, and sizes, man. It's about what they got up here mentally. When it boils down to that, but for the most part, when it boils down to me, with me, when you try to take care of what you got. Whatever you have, the only shape that I don't fuck with is the Tasmanian. You know what the Tasmanian is? You know what the Tasmanian devil
Yes,
is?
sir, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I can't fuck with that. You know what I mean? And no offense to nobody that got the Tasmanian, but I can't fuck with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know?
At the end of the day, yeah.
Well, whatever you got, shit, take that shit to the gym. Work it out and shit, though.
Yeah, that
You
shit
know,
worked
I mean,
out.
God blessed you.
The bread worked out for them too.
Yeah.
But even the big one, the OJ's daughter.
She had a nice body back in the day.
My bad. No, but she slimmed up now though.
Right.
I think that is OJ's daughter too, by
You
the
think
way.
so?
Yeah, she the only one on
She
look
might
like
have just
her.
caught some other type of genes. It happens.
Come on, man.
She probably just caught some other type of genes.
She towers over them girls.
Her dad was tall.
Yeah, OJ.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Exactly,
She might have
OJ.
caught- she
Nigga,
might-
do you know that their dad is fucking shorter than me and you?
Oh, yeah, was that right? Oh, so, okay. Well, she can't be that tall.
So next time you take a look at the Kardashians, see how much she towers over all of them.
Yeah. Hey, and the thing is I don't know too many
And she
girls.
looks different than all of them.
Right. Yeah. I don't know too many girls that's taller than their dads, but my thing is this here. I understand that genes, like for instance, my daughters, I got two daughters, like my youngest and my, you know what I mean, my next to youngest, they like, I can tell my youngest, she like 7 years old, she got long ass legs. And then my other daughter, she like right here to me, you know what I mean? She like an inch shorter than me. And but my grandmother, she was tall and shit, you know what I mean? So being that, I understand where that come from. And then my oldest daughter, she only like 5'4".
Right.
You feel me?
Genes, bro.
Right. So it all depends on what genes you catch.
At the end of the day, I'm just interested to see how this thing gonna get as they get further and further into the rabbit hole.
Right.
As they get further and further into that rabbit hole, I'm trying to see. I know P. Diddy ain't going to jail because, like you say, he got too many goddamn people on them tapes.
Right.
And they powerful people. And them powerful people gonna start pulling strings.
For sure.
I don't think he gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna put no charges. Plus the ransom, the money been paid. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna try to wrap Cassie into a conspiracy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I was Diddy, I'm wrapping everything up. All y'all coming in since everybody that was participating in this whole goddamn thing.
Right.
He got Jig and them, he got Stevie J and them, he got Oprah and them, he got everybody there. I'm quite sure Tyler Perry, he got T.D. Jakes.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? All
Right.
these I heard they got something on with Beyonce participating in the. That's allegedly. I haven't seen any of this stuff myself, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when you hear it from more than one person, which I done heard it from 4, 5 different motherfuckers, some people that had been to the party.
Right. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get, hard to not believe from people that you know that been to the party.
Right.
And they like, woo. It'd be cracking up in there, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you just heard Jamie Foxx, you done heard you know what I'm saying? It's over when you get a confirmation from Exhibit.
Right, for sure. Shit, a lot of it is certain type of allegations that a lot of cats is coming out, and they saying a lot of shit, but ain't nobody, they saying shit, but they ain't really saying shit. Ain't nobody really coming out and, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody really coming out and being bold and saying shit instead of Except a lot of motherfuckers we think is crazy and shit though, you know what I mean? you know what I mean? But we need some more sane voices to be heard, some more credible voices to be heard, you know what I mean, when it comes to certain shit. And I think, eventually it will happen, but I think a lot of people, they want to protect their image or whatever they may have, as far as being intertwined with certain shit or they money or, so a lot of times motherfuckers don't want to say a lot of shit. But I would say one of the most sanest shit I done heard, because we hear from shit like, what's the nigga name? Orlando Brown, he always saying dumb shit.
Orlando Brown.
Right. We hear from a lot of motherfuckers like that. So you gotta scratch your head and be like, hold up.
Orlando Brown be saying some way out the roof shit, boy.
But when the nigga Columbus Short said how Puffy invited him over to his spot late night, and I mentioned that, I'm like, why would the nigga Columbus Short say some shit like that just out the blue? He was with a woman, he was with his wife, and they was going to somewhere else, and the nigga Puffy just called him up all of a sudden and said, come over here. You know what I mean? And the nigga asked him, Columbus Short say, who all over? He said, me.
Just me.
The nigga Puffy said me, you know what I mean?
Just me, man.
So Columbus Short said, nah, man. He said he just hung up on the nigga, didn't he?
I think that's what I can't remember. I was laughing because I was laughing during the thing.
Yeah. When I heard that, I'm like, God damn, but
It's too many people that already know Puffy.
Oh, we know he with that old. Hey man, a lot of this shit is crazy to me nowadays. Motherfuckers they out doing their freak thing, and motherfuckers a lot of shit is being exposed. But when it boils down to it, stick to the normal shit. Stick to the grown motherfuckers is what I'm talking about. Once you start bringing in the pedophilia and forcing motherfuckers to do shit, and then on top of that, motherfuckers is feeling like they gotta do something in order for them to make it to be a success, all that old type of shit.
Like Justin Bieber. That's why he all fucked up.
Right.
I can't, even though he, soft-spoken and whatnot, but I don't blame him for whatever situation he going through because he was a little boy.
Right, but...
And they forcing that boy to do whatever they did back in that time.
Right. But, back in the days, man, before that, we was talking about Corey Feldman. A lot of them, like, child stars and shit was going through that shit, man. Corey Feldman. Who else? Shit. A lot of motherfuckers came out and they just been, like, weird. Especially a lot of them kids that was on Disney and shit, man. They just wasn't right. You know what I mean? After they had Michael Jackson, his ass wasn't right. You know what I mean? Just a lot of motherfuckers, man, that came from that type of atmosphere and being in a situation to where it was either like their celebrity or, you know what I mean, or going back to a regular life. They chose the other side, and man, on the other side, once we seen what actually manifested out of that, they turned out fucked up. Britney Spears ended up shaving all her hair off and shit. Just a bunch of weird shit, man.
I forgot the little white boy name, but he came out and said that Michael Jackson ain't did nothing to nobody.
Is that right?
He said his parents was trying to get him to set Mike up for a paycheck. And he wasn't going for it.
Right.
Because he said he said when he stayed at Mike's house, he said Mike stayed in his bed. He said he made him a pallet on the floor.
Right.
He said he was kicking it and just having fun, like regular shit.
This is the thing that fucked me up with Mike, man. I was a major Michael Jackson fan, and I still love his music and shit. But this is the thing, man.
Mike.
Fuck me, huh?
I love Mike.
Oh yeah, shit, man.
I still play it to this day.
Shit, you know what I mean? Who wouldn't love Mike, man? He had motherfuckers fainting and shit, you know what I mean? Grown ass, big ass men fainting in the middle of the crowd and shit. You know what I mean? They would all the whole front row would just tumble down, you know what I mean? It's Mike.
Mike, all he did is stand outside. And motherfuckers, millions of motherfuckers come see his motherfuckers stand on the patio.
For sure.
And hold his baby over the patio.
Yeah, that was one of the things that fucked me up about Mike. He should have never did no shit like that. You don't put no child over no motherfucking balcony. That was one of the things. And then the other thing is just here.
Mike,
you know what I mean? Once they made allegations about you sleeping or sleeping in your bed with little children, and then you say, you know what I mean, and they bring you up on charges on that shit, and you fight a complete case, and then they put your ass, and then on top of that, then next thing you know, now they saying that you're doing the same thing and hanging around children again and sleeping in the bed with them. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? After those first allegations, I would have been like, man, fuck them kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't fuck with them no more after that.
You know what I mean? Fuck,
I don't
fuck
wanna
them
do
kids.
no more
You know what I mean?
visits.
I help them motherfuckers from over there.
No visits.
You know what I mean? But as far as them coming to my house and shit, and I would have tore that Never down shit. Oh, that shit.
I'd have kept it up for my kids.
But after that,
nephews
man,
and
yeah,
nieces.
for sure. But basically, it's like, why would you put yourself in that same type of situation knowing all the shit you had been through prior to that? You know what I mean? Right. So what's really going on? So that's what fucked me up about Mike, man.
I'm gonna tell you something funny, not to throw you off subject, but I seen a dude on YouTube yesterday. I forgot this brother's name, but he said some weird shit. He said that Tupac and Michael Jackson had a scrap behind Janet Jackson or some shit. I believe it was behind Janet Jackson. Cause remember when Pac did the movie with Janet Jackson?
Right.
Poetic Justice.
For sure.
And remember Pac was saying some shit. I think Pac said something crazy, I guess, cause she didn't want to kiss him in the movie.
Yeah,
there was some
I remember that.
controversy about that shit back in the day.
Yeah.
But dude had me laughing like a motherfucker. He said Mike was trying to check Pac and Pac was like, motherfucker. They say Pac supposed to took off on Michael Jackson and Mike got off on the nigga and shit. I said, boy, I done heard it all with this one.
Right.
Michael Jackson and Tupac had a fade.
Yeah, that's crazy, the motherfucker. I ain't even gonna get too far.
And the dude was
that.
like, boy, you gotta remember, Mike from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, but Mike was in the house dancing and shit, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, yeah,
Mike grew up as a Jehovah's Witness and he was in the house dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He took a lot of ass whoopers though.
Right.
And the dude got a lot of brothers.
He got a lot of brothers and
But
shit
yeah,
for the
I
most
was
part.
dying laughing,
Yeah.
boy. That I had to throw that in there because it was something that I heard.
Yeah, Mike was way too timid, man.
Yeah, if that was a true thing, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, for sure. He was quick with them feet. If he knew how to use the motherfucking feet the way he danced, nigga, shit, you know what I mean? He probably kicked the shit out of motherfucker. Tupac.
Now you remember Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Now Eddie Murphy said Mike came and checked him. He said,
Oh, okay.
He said Mike came and said, that motherfucker Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Why you keep talking all that motherfucking bullshit about me, man? You talking that bullshit about me, man?
For sure.
Eddie Murphy said, shit. He said, goddamn. He said, I ain't scared of Mike.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Yeah.
And he said, I forgot somebody else. He said he was scared of the other nigga, but he said Mike came and checked him. He said, shit, I ain't scared of Michael Jackson. Shit.
Right.
He said, but Mike tried to come check him, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know,
hey, them quiet niggas will do something to you, man.
All right. Well, you know what I mean? Eddie put his little extra comedian sauce on there.
Man,
and shit,
that
though.
shit was funny as hell.
But you can tell Eddie, you know what I mean? Eddie kind of hood and shit though. Not him, but you know his brother and shit though.
Oh,
but
Charlie was hood.
Yeah, Charlie was hood as a motherfucker. Eddie had a little bit of that in him. You know what I mean? So being that, or he got a little bit of that in him because his brother's like that. But that I know brothers that's of you know what I mean, two different sides of the coin, so that's not necessarily true either. But for the most part, yeah, I couldn't. Mike was too timid, man.
Yeah.
He was way too timid. You know what I mean?
Hey, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call him soft or none of that.
Right.
Cause one thing you gotta do is not be judging that character and you don't know that motherfucker, man.
Right.
Cause I see a lot of motherfuckers do that shit in real life.
Yeah.
I done seen where that shit went wrong.
For sure.
I seen this one dude was talking real. I'm talking about this nigga was talking hard. That even happened with me before too. But the dude was talking real reckless to this dude. The dude was not even stunned. He was like, man, just go on, man.
For sure.
Man, that dude put his hand, like just pushed that dude, man. That dude turned around and maxed him out.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Hey, give him a beautiful max.
For sure. In those scenarios.
Put a max on that boy.
Right. In those scenarios, man, you always gotta watch out for the calm nigga anyways when it boils down to
Exactly.
that. You know what I mean? Because he knows some shit that you think he don't know.
Man,
you know
know
what I
some
mean?
shit you don't think you don't know.
You know what I mean? Anytime a motherfucker is calm and confident when it comes down to you arguing with him, you better think twice. You know what I mean? Especially in this day and age, a lot of motherfuckers be doing all that jujitsu shit and
everything.
you know what I mean? Next thing he going there to the dojo every day or whatever they call it, and he brushing up his skills daily. You know what I mean? It ain't too much he gotta say, because he gonna show it all in action.
That's why I don't talk a lot of shit. I move very quietly.
Oh man, you
But
got
anyway,
to.
yeah. But anyway, back to the Puffy thing. I don't think he's gonna go to jail. Too much power. He got too much people on the tape, and I think it's probably just gonna be a lot of cash thrown around, and maybe Puffy ain't gonna be in the rap game no more. That's far as I see it.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna be in the rap game no more. His career shot. Since the video dropped, him kicking on Cassie, I just don't see him making a comeback from that.
For sure. Shoot, you know, Puffy's an old nigga, man. Rap is a young nigga's game. So being that, I think when it come to rap,
Man, rappers are shit. That's any nigga game still. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can spit them bars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've been hearing the older niggas going harder than the young niggas. If you ask me, except
sure.
Kendrick now. You know, Kendrick now still spazzing like a motherfucker.
But you know what I mean, we talking about the niggas as far as the industry is concerned.
Yeah.
All the niggas making the money, making real money is niggas is, you know what I mean, like, you know, they still considered a young nigga. Kendrick, they still, them niggas is in their 30s. And then they stay relevant the whole time, you feel me? You know what I mean? You know.
Snoop them about to drop. They dropping DPG, dropping
Sure.
old niggas.
Right, right.
Them niggas looking old too.
Most definitely.
Hey, them niggas looking old, but Crip walking like a motherfucker, boy, like a motherfucker on their ass.
Right, right.
OG with it.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, we talking about him, man, as far as rap and niggas being relevant. Puffy ain't been relevant in a long time.
Did it? Shit, did it was
You
right.
think so?
Yeah.
He relevant with, you know what I mean, since
I
when?
mean, he dropped, man, Diddy was still dropping records, man.
He was still dropping records, but I'm
That
talking
weak
about
ass son was dropping records. That
sure.
nigga weak as a motherfucker.
most definitely. We talking about niggas that's in the limelight, really. I'm talking about niggas that's really in the limelight.
Well, who
You know
in the
what I mean?
limelight to you right now, brother?
Shit, who's selling all the records? The nigga Drake? Shit, the nigga.
That's it.
Nah, shit, it's a lot of
Future selling music.
The one
Drake, Kendrick right now. It was the niggas that's with Gotti now. What's the nigga that they showing the ugly picture when he was an ugly nigga? He's still an ugly nigga, but he grew up into his money bag yo. Money bag yo, yeah.
Right.
They had a picture of that nigga they clowning because he's spending money now. You know, he got bitches now and shit.
Right.
But I mean, that's what he supposed to do. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, them the only motherfuckers I see doing big.
Shit, there was a nigga that we just talked about, the nigga that's with Kylie Jenner. Them nigga, that what's his name? Travis Scott.
Oh yeah,
Travis Scott.
his sink shipping too right now.
Yeah, but shit, that nigga, you know what I mean, as far as
His
he was
sink
on,
ship. His ship.
you know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't follow these niggas, but you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're right. But that shit, I'm a nigga that's damn near 50. I'm talking about as far as young niggas is following them and shit, though. And the
When I
niggas is
listen, I
relevant.
even listen to some of them young niggas. They bumping that. What the hell they be playing?
Who is it? Lil Durk. Shit. There's a few young niggas that still, like, a lot of niggas, I don't know, like Trippie Redd and all them niggas, you know what I mean? It's so many motherfucking rappers and young rappers nowadays, I don't know. But all these niggas is running around and they relevant. Motherfuckers is still, the younger crowd is fucking with them, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as that go. But, you know what I mean, when it comes down to 50, I think 50. When it comes down to Puffy, I think he's more of a mogul now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely that.
You know, and that's the shit that's gonna hurt him because he was making all his money as far as investments and being, you know, he was known for what he was
Liquor and all
in
that
liquor
shit,
and all that
yeah,
old type of
yeah.
shit. So being that he's a mogul now, you know what I mean, all the shit that, you know, all the advancements he had as far as shit and people that's willing to invest in him and he's able to offer his name, you know what I mean? A lot of that shit is motherfucking gone now. That's the shit that's gonna fuck him up. Niggas like him and 50 and Jay-Z, them niggas is moguls now. They making that money off of, you know what I mean? They making that big money off of endorsements and all that old type of shit.
That's why Jay-Z ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
Jay-Z staying up out of that because he got the power that be on him. He got to follow. He got to follow protocol under that Illuminati shit.
Right. And so basically what happens
If
is,
he open his mouth, he gonna start coming down.
for sure. And being that once those endorsements are snatched from you, like for instance, I mean, I think Puffy was under Ciroc. He ain't even under Ciroc no more, is he?
Nah, that's why he in this predicament, because he
Right.
took them to court.
You know what I mean? He ain't with Ciroc no more, and then he had some other kind of streaming site or some shit. What was it? Whatever the fuck
He
had.
had all kind of shit
You know what I mean?
going on.
So being that, like all that shit is being stripped from him. You feel me? The rap shit, We know that's how he built his empire. Basically off of being, by being Puff Daddy. Now the nigga call himself all kind of shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
And I don't like how he changed his name because my name is DLove Stacccs.
Right.
When he turned his name to Love.
for
I'm like, come on, man.
most definitely.
Brother Love.
Yeah.
And all that old shit.
For sure.
But
For
Hey,
sure.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So in that, in those genres, I mean, hella relevant because now he's signing hundreds of millions of dollars of contracts, and they did the same thing with Kanye West. You know what I mean? Soon as he started speaking up about certain shit,
Boy.
they went ahead and snatched everything away from it.
Kanye the one who spilled a lot of shit too. Kanye was saying a lot before everybody. I always said Kanye wasn't crazy. I said Kanye is a very smart, brilliant businessman.
For sure.
They
They
just
make him look crazy
Yeah,
too.
they not. Nah, I don't agree with the shit that he was doing back in the day with the Confederate flag on his jacket and all that weirdo shit. I wasn't with all that.
Right.
But when you dissect and listen to everything he says, you just gotta dive into it to what he's talking about.
Right.
It always be some real shit.
Right.
Like he was saying, but nah, that one shit when they was trying to get him to take all them drugs and all that
Right,
shit,
right.
trying to say he was crazy and shit.
For sure.
They was trying to take that boy's money.
Most definitely.
They was trying to get rid of him.
Oh,
that
sure.
dude,
'Cause
man, he
started
was
running his
smart.
mouth. He started murdering his mouth, but
He was too smart. He was giving it up too.
Right.
He was like, y'all trying to do so. Y'all trying to take my bread. Y'all trying to take my kids away from me.
Right.
Y'all doing way too much.
Right. When it come to Kanye, man, I know that we live in a time of information. And me, myself, I keep my mind open to a lot of shit nowadays. And I look at certain shit on the internet, and then on top of that, I'll follow certain people. And when I do, they actually have receipts of certain shit when it pertains to us and who we are as a people, the past, what happened before this complete westernized system came about, when we actually had, things were different as far as, us being black people and so on and so forth, how we are indigenous people, and all that. So basically what I seen as far as the Confederate flag, I know it's some shit and I gotta investigate more into it, but I'm a man of open mind. But as far as the Confederate flag is concerned, there's cats on the internet that's saying that basically that flag was initially an Indian flag. And us as black people, or as indigenous people that was here first in America, we had our own flags, and that was one of them. And then the white man took it and turned it into some other shit. You feel me? They went once they basically conquered us over here. So that may have been a representative of the point he was trying to get across. Because, and a lot of times Kanye will say some shit, but if you feel me, if you've been looking at certain type of shit, you got
his history,
right,
sure.
and you got your mind in certain directions, and you on a certain kind of paradigm. But if you don't, and a lot of cats they'll put like little shit out there just to see if you catch it. But you got to be on that same wavelength. So that's what I seen with the Confederate flag. He was just like he said.
So he said, you said that flag belonged to the Indians first.
Correct.
Wow, never knew that.
You know what I mean?
I would have to do my background check on that. I never knew that.
Yeah, it's all kind of information out there nowadays, man.
That
Cats
is
saying
crazy.
shit, but a lot of shit I don't like to spew out certain kind of shit because I don't know for sure.
Right,
And I got to get around
That's
to
why I
read.
said I got to do my homework
Yeah,
on it. I never heard that.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of things I know for sure, and the reason why, a lot of shit I know they talking about, is some real shit is because I know my grandmother, she was actually a black woman that came from a reservation, and the story is that her and her brother in Oklahoma, her and her brother had to run away from being ran off a reservation by some white people, and then they had to run over to Arizona, and then they couldn't find, she had a bunch of sisters and brothers and a mom and a dad, and they couldn't find them no more. You know what I mean? And only her and her brother made it to Arizona, to a whole nother reservation. So being that I know we are Native Americans, you know what I mean? But all that shit has been covered up. And a lot of shit that Kanye and the other motherfuckers say, a lot of times they say shit pertaining to that. You feel me?
Yeah, That's deep, man. But you gotta, like I say, man, as far as that stuff go, you gotta really dig into it and do your homework.
Yeah, you don't want to give out a lot, misinformation, but
Yeah. As of lately, as I've become a growner person, I have been more interested in learning history and learning all the things from back in the past and where we came from. You might as well get it all now because they really trying to erase it.
yeah, for sure.
You
They're
know
trying
what
to sweep
I'm
it all
saying?
under the
They
rug.
trying to sweep it all under the rug. They don't want none of the children that's coming up now to know nothing about history.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want them to know nothing about the wickedness
For sure.
that was done amongst their people.
Yeah, right. And that's still going
in
on.
the past. And still going on.
Still
you know
going
what I'm
on.
saying? So
They wanted you to sweep it under the
they
rug.
want you to sweep that thing up under the rug, the powers that be. And shit, that's why I say you better learn all you can. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is power.
Man, it is. It is.
Knowledge is power.
Just when it comes down to all that shit, man, it's a lot of shit. And then even going back to the Puffy situation, man, they try to get us as a people, a lot of shit that's been put in place is in order to keep us out of character and keep us from knowing who we truly are. You gotta remember back in the slavery days, they didn't want us to read. Now they keep us distracted with so much other shit to where we still can't read and learn about shit. And then, you know what I mean, there's always been an old saying, is how do you hide something from a black person? You put it
In the book.
You feel me? You know what I mean? You know, nowadays it's like the books is there, but now, you know what I mean, we got this and all kind of other shit and all kind of other distractions, and you focus on the news, you can't pay your bills and all that old shit, so it's like, shit, read my motherfucking ass, you know what I mean?
Get the fact.
You feel
know
me?
the news always put a spin on shit anyway.
Right,
the
for
news,
sure.
they be making up so much shit. Sometimes it be real, but they don't ever have the real facts.
Most
or they
definitely.
may cut off half. I just seen a story the other day about this brother. The police made up a story on this brother had assaulted a police officer.
Right.
And it's all on film.
Yeah, for sure.
But on the film, they don't show the whole tape.
Right.
They only show you portion of the tape.
For sure.
And he was on the Steve Wilkos show.
Right.
He passed everything with flying colors. He never did nothing to the police, never did no assault on no cops or nothing.
Right.
They got that boy locked up. He did 4 years in prison for nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All because they didn't look at the evidence. But
sure.
you already know, police gonna make up 4, 5 charges, extra charges on you
Oh,
anyway.
man, for sure.
'Cause they want something to stick on
Right.
the black ass.
Yeah.
That's just how they do it.
We done been through that, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We done been through that
I
personally.
made a bet with my white
You know,
buddy the
bunch
other
of chunked
day.
up charges.
I made a bet with my white buddy the other day. I said, how much you want to bet? I bet you $100 every time we see a car pulled over to the right. I bet there's a black motherfucker in there.
Right.
Man, do you know every car the police pulled over was a black person?
That's crazy.
Out of all them people, I think the last person was a Mexican.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Next time you get in traffic,
Right.
when you ride past every car that's pulled over, watch you see it's a black motherfucker in that motherfucker.
Right.
How is that coincidental, bro?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Is that coincidental or what?
Yeah, we came from that kind of environment.
That shit is crazy. I say, look at this shit. I be doing it on purpose.
Right.
Every time I see a car pulled over, I look right up. I said, I bet it's a nigga.
For sure.
Man, it's a nigga in that motherfucker. It's a dude or a
Sure.
girl.
Yeah, we already live in we already understand what kind of society we live in, and everybody's being brainwashed. Even the police, they being brainwashed to view us as perps. You know what I mean? Other than us and Mexicans as the perps, anyways. When it comes down to that, man, it's like.
Because another dude I was looking at as well. He's like studying the penitentiary. He said, man, do you know there's more white motherfuckers in the penitentiary than blacks?
Right.
And I thought about it. I said, you know what it is? But they want society make you think that all this black on black crime, they say on TV, they say all this black on black crime. All the white crime is white on white crime. That's facts like a motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Mexican crime, all Mexican on Mexican crime.
Right.
Asian crime, it's all Asian on Asian crime.
For sure.
You never see, but they study and zoom on the blacks.
Right.
So That's what I've been tripped out off of that a long time ago, years ago. I was like, man, they keep hollering this black on black crime, but every crime that's committed, each race is committed on each other. You know what I'm saying? They just zoom in on us because it's Crips and Bloods or whatever.
Right.
But they forgot about the Hells Angels, the Mongols, and all that type of shit.
Right.
All the white gangs and shit.
Most definitely.
They forgot about the SAs, you know what I'm saying? But they zoom in on that motherfucking black shit.
Most definitely.
We the most watched, targeted, and emulated motherfuckers in the world.
For sure.
But you know, when you look on the internet, that's why I resonate so tough with that song Kendrick Lamar got. That's also a motherfucking message. He letting you motherfuckers know they're not like us. Right. That's a subliminal message to the motherfucker. Hey, trust me, that's a subliminal message to the world.
Yeah, I believe it.
You are not like us.
For sure.
We the livest motherfuckers in the world.
Right.
If we could stick together, we untouchable.
Right.
Who the fuck can fuck with a motherfucker black American? Or a niggas, period. I don't know if niggas call themselves Americans or what. Fuck with a black, period. Nobody can fuck with us in nothing.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? We just don't stick together. If we stuck together, boy, that song would be, that should go another 200-300 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, Puffy, there's gonna be a lot of more shit coming up out that rabbit hole, but I don't think it's gonna be no time. Kardashians probably ain't going no damn jail. Puffy ain't going. Puffy might drop some beans on somebody. Somebody else gonna get some time.
Right.
But that's what I feel about it. And y'all wanna come down on the weekend, enjoy some Lady Brandy, come on down on 3 East Sahara, and come on down and enjoy some blues and all that type of shit right there. You got anything else going on, young brother?
Yeah, shoot, me, it's always the same thing, man. Like I said, my Mexican partner fronted me, and now the Bang fronts me. Shoot, you can catch me on all platforms that Luck got fronted, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much it, for sure.
And with that said, stay on top of your game. Stay on point.
And if you don't, you better.
Zoom! That means we gone, man.
And peace out. And we get with you.
DLove Stacccs, BX.